same. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompen. It's great to be here with you. In case you don't know me, as Phil says, he doesn't know any Onries. There's only one. There can only be one. We got a great show for you guys today. We are going to do DOLLA Wednesday today, which means that after I'm done showcasing all the $2 books that I ran through yesterday, we're going to be doing dollar books for the rest of the show. And we got some great deals on our lower rack books here. So, and one of our FOMO books actually snuck its way out here. As always, if you spend $25 with me, I'm going to hook you up with free shipping on your order. And if you spend $50 with me and you're located within the United States, I will hook you up with, sorry, $25 you're going to spin on the wheel, $50 free shipping on your order. Brain is mush. Sorry. Still moving and doing stuff from the warehouse, so there's a lot going on. My brain is fried. And I also got invited to be on a interview with a Korean broadcasting company on Friday or Monday next week. So lots going on right now. Still moving and grooving. All right. So let's start off with what we got here. I have Doctor Strange #1 special edition. This is going to go for $5. James is already making claims. All right, James, I'll get you. I have World's Finest Comics. We got the DC Comics Millennium Edition. This is going to go for $5. Ultraman #1 is also going to go for $5. Ultraman 1 is $5. Batman #400 is going to go for $5. Iron Man 288, which James is claiming is going to go for $5. James, I got you. You've been wanting that for a while. Great issue, by the way. Okay. All right. I have New Mutants #100. This is the first appearance of X-Force. That's going to go for $5. I have Evangeline and Glory from Maximum Press. That's going to go for $5. Batman, Judge Dredd, Judgment on Gotham. That's going to go for $5. By Simon Bisley, John Wagner, and Alan Grant. Punisher Captain America Blood and Glory. We've got a really cool embossed cover here. This is going to go for $5 as well. Avengers #360 Alternate Visions. Cool embossed cover. That's going to go for $5. And James is claiming that as well. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay. All right, I have 2099 Unlimited #1. This is the first appearance of Hulk 2099, and it's going to go for $5. We got two FOMO books today that are 2099 books. So 2099 is the thing to go after right now. What's up, Matt Harding? How you doing, dude? I have Incredible Hulk 393, and this is another foil anniversary edition, and it has been claimed by James. It's going to go for $5. Matt, how you doing, dude? What's new? Are you still working with Onrie Press? You got anything you want to promote? Feel free to drop the links in the comments, dude. It's good to see you. I have Amazon from Amalgam Comics by John Byrne and Terry Austin. This is going to go for just $3 tonight, or today, this afternoon. Ooh, hot dog. I'm good, man. Super busy. I have been doing a lot of interviews lately with Korean. So I don't know what happened, but like a couple months ago, a documentary that was filmed about the work I've done on Yisun Shin was aired in Korea. It's like 2 years later, and all of a sudden it got me on the radar, and now all these Korean news outlets are like interviewing me. So I was interviewed by two of the top like newspapers, and they like sent me all these questions, and now a third one is interviewing me, but it's like a newspaper that's like put out by the Korean government. It's like a site called Korea.net, very big. And they're asking me all the same questions again. And whenever I am asked these questions, I don't want to like copy and paste. I want to give a different spin on that same answer. And it's very, very exhausting. So it's a lot of like work with that, because that's part of it. You know, like one of the things that they were asking me on there was about, what are the things that I think is necessary in order to, make Yisun Shin more prominent and popular in culture. And I mentioned like, how Stan Lee was a big inspiration for me, and how he was always bombastic and positive, and how he always put comics at the forefront, and particularly Marvel comics. And it's kind of the same thing here. So when you give these interviews, they have to be exciting. Every single interview has to offer something different and new, and it's exhausting. It's like, how many times can I answer the same question over and over and over again and find a different answer each time? It's not like 2 + 2 is 4. It's 2 + 2 is, 4 - 3 + 3. It's like, there you go. So it's exhausting. I don't even know if I'm even making sense with that. But aside from that, I'm also launching a Kickstarter next week, so I'm also exhausted with that. I'm also trying to figure things out with printing for Warlion 3, because it turns out the printer that I was going to work with in Canada, they can't work with my specs. They want me to do all this design work in order to get things up to their standard in order to print, which is totally understandable. Like, they have a method of doing things, but I don't have time to go in and do that, and that's going to be expensive. So now I'm kind of like scrambling together to find another printer, and I have some options, but it's all these moving parts. And then I'm still consolidating my warehouse space too. So after I'm done with today's show, I have to go and get more stuff out of the warehouse. So I got to be completely moved out of there by next week. So I'm tired. I'm very like drained. I'm being pulled in all these different directions. Do I speak Korean? I don't know if I can. I've learned Hangul, so I can read in Korean. I know all the swear words in Korean, which I learned over time, but I can't like have a conversation with someone in Korean. So let's see here. I'm still that guy slinging books in Artist Alley, dude. And I can say the same thing for you. I think, Matt, the thing about us is that we're resilient and we want to be in this business. And once you make that decision, no one can really pull you out of it. So I tip my hat to you too, dude. You've been working your ass off, and I have a lot of respect for you, man. All right. Leonard is taking Doctor Strange and Batman 400. 133 art printed my second issue. Hey, that's awesome, Leonard. Congrats. You didn't learn any part of the language? Did you learn how to how to order food at least? Wow, that Batman 400 has an introduction by Stephen King. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Hang on just a second. You're like, here, give me that. Kimchi, meat, rice. Hand it over now. All right. And then I got Spawn 15. First appearance of Medieval Spawn. I wonder, does Medieval Spawn have a boot? Does he wear a good old fashioned? Does he boot people or not? Let's find out. I need to see a good shot of Medieval Spawn. Give me a good shot of him. Oh, he's naked. He's always naked. He's naked. Why is he naked? I don't want to see a naked Spawn. I want to see a Spawn in his armor with his boots. He needs to be wearing his boots. No, he's not wearing boots. He's not wearing anything. He's just completely butt-ass naked. There you go. Medieval Spawn. He wants to show you his medieval bollocks. So we got Spawn 15, first Medieval Spawn, going for $5 as well. Feel free to jump on that too. And let's fill up the bottom row here. We got 5 slots open. You guys are awesome. Just eating this stuff up. Man, freaking tastic. One more book here. All right. I have Fantastic Four 234 going for $5. No, boots. He wears boots. So I don't know if you ever saw my rendition of Spawn before, but remember when they did Spawnuary last year, Matt? Well, like, you know, that was all for the artists, but what about the writers? How come we didn't get our own version of Spawn, Spawnuary? You know, it wasn't fair. So I decided, as a writer, I'm going to draw my own version of, Spawn. And he boots people on the show, and he boots people like all the time. And everybody, it's like a little game we play on the show now. So like once a month I do a booting, and when folks spend money on comics, they get to vote for who Spawn boots. So last month we actually did a booting for Neil Gaiman, and we also have like a little anthem too, which I'll play for you right now, just so you can kind of see it. But like, it's my rendition of Spawn. It's terrible, and that's the whole point, because I'm a writer and I can't draw. So here, check it out.
All right, kiddies, let's get ready to sing our new anthem. A boat and there shall be, a boat and there shall be, boy comics to cast your vote. A boat and there shall be. Spend $10 dues, spend $10 dues, spend $10 dues, and a boot there shall be.
And the best part about it is he's booted so many people who have had it coming. He's booted Mark Zuckerberg, Bezos, the CEO of Google. He's booted Captain Inflation. He's booted his ex-girlfriend. He's booted his ex-girlfriend's kids, who she tried to pass off as his own. He booted Neil Gaiman last week. You know, there's lots of bootings. Everybody who deserves to get booted gets booted. And I think this Spawn has done way more for this world than the Spawn in the comics. Just saying. The funny thing was, I actually ran into Todd McFarlane last year at Phoenix, at a comic convention in Phoenix. He like walked right past my booth. Hey, Todd, bend over. But I wanted to tell him about it, but I'm kind of like embarrassed, because like I think he would write it off pretty quickly, like he's just like, and I think it would really, he would not take me seriously, but I really want him to like see it and say something about it. Like, even if it's negative, like just something that's like, hey, don't ever do this, again, or whatever, I just want his feedback. I just want Todd to tell me what he thinks, I worked really hard on those stick figures and those bootings too. That's a lot of work, by the way. I guarantee you that I put more effort into those bootings over the last year than any of those, artists did, especially that AI generated artist who became a finalist on, Spawn. I put my hours in. All right. Yeah, you might have found it hilarious. We'll see. Maybe next time I'll do it. You give me a boot. All right. I have a couple more books for the bottom rack here. We have Daredevil 310. And this is the issue that ties Calypso to Kraven the Hunter. It's going to go for $5 today. Captain America 284. I have a bunch of Captain Americas done by Mike Zeck. I'm going to start this one off at $3. This is like the bait. And if anybody claims this, I have a bunch more. They're all going to go for just $3. And then I have Batman Spawn War Devil. This is the DC crossover Spawn. This one is going to go for $15. And then I have Doctor Strange Master of the Mystic Arts. This one is fully intact. It's a newsstand copy, but it's got a tear at the bottom here. You guys can see it. So I'm just going to do it for $2. $2 on this, just to move it. A friend of mine told Burt Gummer that I celebrate Burt Gummer Day, and he loved it. That's awesome. All right, David Moore, you've opened the can of worms. You took the bait. So I'm going to show some more Captain America books real quick. They're all going at $3 a pop. And the Fantastic Four is also bait too. So anybody who gets Fantastic Four, I have a whole ton of Fantastic Fours I got to move that I want to get rid of. All right. And I am really sorry, guys. I really am out of it today. And since I have David Moore here, I have From Hell Volume 3, which was done by your mother, Ellen Moore. This is going to go for $5 today for From Hell Volume 3. That story kind of goes on and on and on, but that's the beauty of Alan Moore is you get to experience him for a much longer period than you desired. he will outstay his welcome. All right, so we got that Captain America for you, David Moore. But I also have Captain America and Falcon number 222. This is a newsstand copy, very fine. It's in a Mylar, really good shape. This one is going to go. I priced it at 20. Because I'm into it for 10. It hasn't moved, so I'm going to just keep the price at 10. At this point, it's just got to go. Then I got 285. That's going for 3. 291 is going for 3. 305 is going for 3. 306 is going for 3. And 326 is going for 3. So if you decide to get all of these, and these are all in great shape, by the way, all very fines. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 15. And if you wanted to add 222, I'd do it all at 25. Let me know if you're interested in that bundle deal. I really want to get rid of all these Captain America books. So it'd be 25 for everything. And then up top, I got some new stuff here for you guys. Some new runs, all new stuff. This I just picked up yesterday. I have Judge Dredd, The Early Cases, a 6-issue mega series from Eagle Comics. I have lots of Judge Dredd these days. So, I just picked up a whole collection of stuff. So this is the entire run of Judge Dredd, The Early Cases. We got some really cool covers here. I think they're done by Brian Bolland. Or not. Not sure. Well, I know the first issue is definitely a Bolland cover. So we got this whole set here, 6 issues. I'm going to do the whole thing at $15 today. So $15 gets you all of Judge Dredd, The Early Cases. $15, you get that full run. And then I have Superman, The World of New Krypton, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. And this is going to go for $20 today. So 20 on this one, on this set. And Judge Dredd is getting a new show on Amazon. That's cool. Is Carl Urban playing him? I will only sing the Cap song Tori, if someone buys that cap bundle. All right, next up I have Deadman number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Now, why do you want this Deadman? First off, Boston Brand is totally underrated, and everything that is happening with the DCU right now, I think is something you should pay attention to, because I think it's going to invite for more obscure characters to get more attention. And the thing about these obscure characters that Jeff Johns himself has taught us is that they actually have a lot of value. We can dismiss these characters very easily, but all it takes is a good creative team to come in and really dive into these characters and explore them, and we discover new things about them. And that is especially the case here. You got Andrew Helfer and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, who's basically the John Buscema of DC Comics. And his artwork's sensational throughout the entire freaking series. It's really good. This is actually in my personal collection, and I had Jose sign my books for me. Jose is like not only an incredibly gifted artist, but he's also one of the sweetest people on the planet. I highly recommend this series. I'm going to do all 4 books today for $12. So the Deadman 1 through 4 is going for $12. And it's the whole thing. You don't got to hunt anything down. It's all here ready to go for you. All the Deadmans. All right. Now it is time for us to go through the $2 books that I had yesterday. So we're going to go through those real quick. This is just whatever remained from yesterday. And then after that, we're going into dollar territory. That means every book on the double rack is going to be $1. This is a great day to stack up and get a whole bunch of stuff. All right. I have Whodunit number 2 from Eclipse Comics. That's going to go for $2. Batman Poison Ivy. That's going to go for $2. Yeah, you weren't here yesterday, so this is whatever I didn't sell yesterday. And usually what I'll do, just so you guys know, is Tuesdays are the days that I go to pick up new comics from my LCS. And my LCS has the best dollar bin in Chicago. I don't care what anybody says. And the reason is because he bags and boards every single one of his books. And he's been busting out a bunch of stuff lately because he's getting ready for a bunch of shows. And so he's allowed me to, get first pick at of the litter. And he put some really good stuff in there, stuff that is definitely worth more than $1, but he's just got such an influx of stuff coming in that he just needs to move all these books. So some of these books, a lot of these books, I would say, are worth a lot more than what I'm selling them for, and certainly what he sold them to me for. The Batman Poison Ivy, this is a $5 book all day that you can get for $2 right now. And it's all bagged and boarded. These are in great shape. Okay, Batman and Poison Ivy. Just going to fill. Nice. Here's another really great find. We have Infinity Inc. number 1 going for just $2. For Infinity Inc. by Roy Thomas, Jerry Ordway, and Mike McCallum. I have a set of question books, The Question, by Dennis O'Neil and Dennis Cowan. We have issue 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and number 30. If you decide you want to grab all of these books, it is going to go for just $12. $12 for all the questions. I have The Spirit from Kickin Sink Press. I am a huge admirer of Will Eisner's work. It is fantastic. These kitchen sink reprints are totally worth picking up. The Spirit is a pulp noir character that was created by Will Eisner in the 40s after World War II. And he started having these stories published in newspapers, and then they were collected. And they're all short stories that are usually about, a couple pages in length, but they're all tight stories. So one of the things Eisner is a master of is not only showing motion in art. He's an incredible storyteller in his artwork, but he's also really good at telling concise stories. and stories that make you think. And he really pushes the boundaries a lot with the Spirit. It's really, really good stuff. So we have issue 12, issue 13, issue 15, and issue 16. If you want to grab all of these Spirit books, it is just $8. The Spirit really pushed the boundaries of what you could do in storytelling in terms of, playing with words, playing with, reality and things like that. But where Eisner really shined for me was with his slice of life stuff, and that was a real big inspiration for me with Marx. When I started working on it, J.M. DeMatteis, he had me read a lot of the Will Eisner stuff, and then I just started buying up all those books, like A Contract with God, The Building, The Dreamer, A Life Force, just all these books that were just so incredible. And it isn't just comics. None of this stuff is superheroes at all. It is just freaking literature. It is really good stuff. So well written, so well illustrated. I mean, everything comes to life. Whenever you read a Will Eisner book, and no one will ever argue this with you, the art literally comes to life every single time you open up one of his books, and in a way that it doesn't with any other comic. And that's actually why there's an entire award. One of the most prestigious awards in comics is, in honor of Will Eisner. I'm just letting you know. I have Batman Beyond number 12 and number 16. This pair is going to go for $4 for the Batman Beyonds. This is an underrated series. I don't know why everybody skips on Batman Beyond. I really loved the TV show when I was a kid. It really inspired me a lot. I have The Brave and the Bold. I don't know what issue this is, and I don't know why it's not on the cover, but let's take a look real quick. All right. James is taking the Batman Beyonds. I want to check and see which Brave and Bold this is. So in this issue, Batman's teaming up with Dr. Fate, and it's actually issue 156. Would be nice if it was on the cover, but it's not. Not sure why. But we also have 150, which is the anniversary edition. If you get them both, it's just $4. Phil's claiming it. Yay. This is good, guys. I need to move through all this stuff. And on the quicker we move through this, the quicker we get to dollar books. So I have the special edition of Fantastic Four, Submariner versus the Human Race, representing the classic tale by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Looks like we got a John Byrne cover. Yep, that's a John Byrne cover. And the interiors is Stan Lee and Jack Kirby reprint story. This is going to go for $2. And then I got, what'd you guys all think of the Fantastic Four trailer, by the way? You guys excited about it? Or are you all Pedro Pascal'd out? I have Spider-Woman number 15, number 16, number 17, and number 18. If you grab all four of these books, it is going to go for $8 for these Spider-Womans. And I have some more Batman Beyond. This is Neo year, and we got these cool Christian Ward variants. So we have issue 2 and issue 5. If you grab these two, it is going to go for just $4. These all have a price tag of $5 a pop. The issue 5 cover is pretty badass. Yeah, you're not a big fan of the Fantastic Four trailer? I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like that the Silver Surfer is a female, and her name is Shala Ball, but I call her Shala Bollocks. Shala Bollocks! Well, here's the thing about the Silver Surfer. It's not a change, because Shala Ball actually is the Silver Surfer of a different universe. And the Fantastic Four, is really kind of like setting up for Secret Wars in a lot of ways. Because what this Secret Wars movie is going to do is it's going to combine what Jim Shooter and Mike Zeck did in the 80s and what Jonathan Hickman and Esad Ribic did in 2015. So basically what the Secret Wars from 2015 did is it was basically Noah's Ark of the universes colliding and then everything kind of sticking and basically coming together as one. So what Marvel is about to do is it's about to hit the reset button, and it's going to take everything that worked in every single multiverse and destroy everything else. So all the Fox characters are most likely going to die either in Doomsday or in Secret Wars. But I think in this Fantastic Four universe, what they're gearing up for is to bring the Fantastic Four into the main Marvel universe. So this is an alternative Fantastic Four in an alternative universe, but they're going to be merged into the universe. And I think the way the movie is going to end is the universe is going to end, and the Fantastic Four are going to take a group of people from their universe with them to Battle World. So that's my theory. That's what I think is going to happen. And you really had to read this stuff. You have to really be into the lore to get everything. And I'm kind of concerned about that because if that's the case, this is going to be a very strange story for people to just jump into. It's going to be very, very confusing for the passive Marvel fan, and I hope it doesn't go over their heads. The multiverse stuff that really opened up a big can of worms, but I think this is Marvel's way of trying to be like, all right, we're going to shut this down. We're going to create one freaking universe, and we're going to get rid of everything else, and we're going to kill Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier one more time, and that'll be it. Dan Price, what's up? I went on a whole tirade of about the Daredevil Born Again yesterday. I don't know if Tori was there to hear it. But I know John Malkovich is playing a villain. I forgot the villain he's playing, but he's definitely playing. He is playing Ivan Kragoff, the Red Ghost. That's the rumor. Anyway, let's get back to $2 comics here. Yeah, I have a new nickname for Daredevil Born Again. I call it Daredevil Bored Again because I was just not really entertained with much of the season. I felt like it was a lot of filler. I don't hate Daredevil. I actually really like Daredevil. But I feel like it was starting to ramp up at the season finale, and it's just like, oh, we'll be back next year. And a lot of it has nothing to do with the multiverse. None of it has to do with anything other than the fact that I think everything Disney got in over its head after the success of Endgame, and that really kind of created this whole mess. And they brought in a whole bunch of different people, and they just Disneyfied the Marvel universe. And I think now they're kind of realizing, oh, that was a mistake. And you can totally see that in Daredevil. Like if you watch the bank robbery episode, the bank heist episode, that is such a Disneyfied primetime television episode, and it added nothing to the narrative. Absolutely nothing. We did not need that episode at all. It was not as grounded as the Netflix show, which I really love, by the way. I haven't seen Jack Reacher at all, but I have heard good things about it. And I hear that the actor wants to play Batman. I think he'd be a great Batman. All right, I have Judge Dredd, number 12 from Eagle Comics. Number 13, these are some cool covers. Number 14, number 21, number 22, number 23. Huh. It's in Russian. I can read this to you guys. Я представляю закона Унии Sovětů vám v этом комнате. I don't even know what that means. But it's all Russian. And it's all, hey, yeah, you don't understand Russian. It's basically saying surrender to Judge Dredd. That's basically what it's saying. Number 24. I'm too tired right now to pretend that like I'm really good at reading Russian. Number 25, 26. There are 9 issues of Judge Dredd here. They are not in Russian. They're in English. It's all English. And there's 9 issues here. It would be $18. Do it all at $15 if you guys want these Judge Dredds. Don't dread missing out on these Judge Dredd books. See what I did there? Doom Patrol number 24 and 25, $4. Wildcats and the X-Men, the Golden Age, number 1 of 4, that's $2. Justice Inc. by Andrew Helfer and Kyle Baker, number 1 and number 2, that's going to go for $4. All right. This is the last stack of $2 books. After that, we're going to dollar bin. We're doing dollar bin diving for the rest of the show. I have the Astonishing Ant-Man number 11 going for $2. Cyberforce number 1, $2. I got a Question Annual number 1 and number 2 going for $4. I have the Shadow Strikes number 1 and number 21 going for $4. Will Eisner's 3D Classic Starting the Spirit number 1 is $2. Okay, Cyberforce was claimed by Phil first. Okay, Cyberforce. Shazam, The New Beginning, number 1 is $2. Okay, the shadow goes to James. So I have the Shazam, The New Beginning going for $2. Thor number 7, this is Legacy number 733, that's going for $2. Phil takes Shazam. Cops number 11 is $2. X-Men 2099 number 25. We got a foil embossed cover here going for $2. X-Men 17 is $2. X-Men Phoenix number 1 is $2. I have an Uncanny X-Men bundle here, number 369, number 370, number 371, and number 385. That's going to go for $8. $8 on this. And $20.99 is up to James. Awesome. I have Batman 138 and 139, cover A's from Chip Zdarsky's run. This is really good stuff. $4. Highly recommend this. I have the entire run. It's really great. Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker number 3. It's a variant cover. And number 6, it's another variant cover by the same artist. This is by Sean Murphy. And then I have number 6. This is the A cover. Get them all at $6. Get the 2 variants, it's 4. Get the cover A, it's 2. Firepower number 3. If you're a fan of Invincible, this is created by the same guy, Robert Kirkman, and it's basically Invincible but with martial arts and more of a PG-13 flavor. Really good stuff. I really love Firepower. Sandman number 60 is going to go for $2. It's by Neil Gaiman. Call me master. I made fun of Neil Gaiman so much this year, it's really bad. I shouldn't be making fun of Neil Gaiman. And if I knew him on a personal level, like many people I know do, I probably wouldn't be making so many jokes. But, you know, you got to compensate sometimes. Whoa. That's, you drive a tough bargain, Mr. Moore. Is this your way of saying that you're a big fan of Neil Gaiman? I'll do it. $4 reduce. Dark Horse Presents number 115 is $2. Amazing Spider-Man 931, $2. Immortal Hulk 39 is $2. Marvel Fanfare number 19 is $2. Let me see if I have a Cyber Force for you. Let's see here. Well, James, lucky for you, I actually do have another Cyber Force 1. It's part of my master collection, so I will hook you up with this. Look at that. Everybody wins. And there's a third one here in case someone wants it. You got Cyber Force 1. Mike claims Spider-Man. How cool is that? Spider-Man's off to Mike. Okay, you want both? Okay, cool. Sweet. You got them both. Dark Horse Presents, Immortal Hulk, and Immortal Fanfare 19. All right. I have Action Comics 588 going for $2. Yes, I will be at Heroes Con this year. And I'm real excited about it too. May is looking like a dry month so far, which really sucks. I don't know if I'm getting into Dallas or into Motor City Comic Con, so there's a chance I may not have any conventions in the month of May. Which really sucks. But hopefully I'll hear back. I know Fan Expo has a show in Calgary this weekend, so I'm going to have to follow up with my rep next week. And as of right now, both those shows are overbooked. So if I get in, I'll be lucky. But after that in June, I'll be at Phoenix Comic Con and I'll be at Heroes Comic Con. And then I'm doing Denver at the beginning of July. And there are just a couple shows that I haven't booked out yet. But I pretty much got my entire roster. If you want the Fallen Avenger graphic novel, I have it here right now. You can get it now. And I'll offer the same convention price on it. Usually if you shop on my website, you're going to pay the cover price plus shipping. But if you want to pick up the Fallen Avenger graphic novel right now, I'll do it at $20 as opposed to $25, and I'll sign it for you on the air. All you got to do is just leave me with your email, and I can ship it to you. And shipping's going to basically cost about $5, so it'll be $25. You're basically paying cover price, but you'll get the book. So let me know if you're interested. I like caviar too. What's up, Lorena? How you doing? Which caviar did you try? Did you try orange caviar or black caviar? I actually really love caviar a lot. I grew up with caviar. Russians eat a lot of caviar. And especially black caviar. Black caviar is amazing, but you got to eat it the right way. So the way you got to have caviar, it is very salty, yes, but you got to have it with bread and butter. Toasted bread is always preferable, and a really nice soft bread. It is fantastic. Black caviar, it's really good. What did you have it with? A lot of people like it with crepes. They'll take a crepe, they'll put sour cream on it, some hard-boiled eggs that are like, diced up, and they'll throw black caviar on there. But I'll eat caviar right out of the frickin' jar. It's so good. I love it. And black caviar, that's like really expensive. I prefer orange caviar, especially if I'm going to go out drinking. The thing that's really great is, growing up with a dad who drinks a lot of vodka, he taught me how to drink and not get a hangover. And the idea is you want to make sure that before you actually start drinking that you have something carby so that it absorbs the alcohol. And that way you won't wake up with a hangover the next day. And it's always worked, except for the times I didn't use it, and then I was hungover. And hangovers suck. Hangovers really suck. But I don't really drink that much, so. I see. Phil, I would love to have a drink with you, dude. That would be an honor. All right, I have Action Comics 588. We got Superman and Hawkman and Hawkgirl. That's going to go for $2. It'd be really cool if I got it to a convention in Germany. It could happen. I had a call yesterday from an author who just wrote a book about Isum Shin. It's in Korean. And it's really cool because, my series only goes to the point of covers the major battles and things like that. But to really explore what happened during this period and to really understand the psychology of Isum Shin, you need someone who can really dive into it. And there's specific books out there that are written for that purpose. And it's with the help of those books that I've been able to, make my series. So this guy called me up yesterday after my show on the experience, and we were talking for about 30 minutes. And he just published a new book about Admiral Yi. He wrote 7 books, and they're all in Korean. He's actually looking to have them translated. And I told him that I'm going to try and help him get them published in the U.S. I don't know how lucky I'll be, but I think it's really important for that to happen too, because it adds validity to what we're doing with our series. The more information that's out there, the more interest there will be. So I kind of like the idea of there being multiple segues. It's like you read the comic and you're like, oh, this really happened. You can read books like what this guy wrote and find out for yourself. 2 books in the left corner. So this is the left corner. Okay. Right? It's left corner here. All right. I have Fantastic Four 234 and DC Comics Millennium Edition World's Finest 71. Each one's going to go for $5. Do them both. I'll do them at 8. Let me know, Leonard. And I have bought this Fantastic Four book's the bait. I have a bunch of Fantastic Four books if you're interested. I have Hellblazer 77 going for $2. It's not even that I'm giving good pitches to those spirit books, Lorena. They really are just freaking great, and I will have a conversation with you about Eisner any damn time. It is really just such good stuff. Every editor that I've worked with has always pushed me towards Eisner. It's really good stuff. I also want to recommend grabbing the Will Eisner 3D Classics starring the Spirit. This is some really mind-bending stuff right here. And it'll be $10 if you grab it all. Let me know if you want to add that one too, or if you just want to stick with what you got. Or do all the spirits mean all the spirits? And if I ever grab a graphic novel collection where I end up with a bunch of Eisner stuff, you guys are going to be in for such a freaking treat. I mean, I kid you not. His slice of life stuff is awesome. Okay, cool. 3, 2. Sweet. I have Batman Urban Legends number 3, number 9. That's a cover A. And then number 20. The 3 and the 20 are variants. The 9 is an A cover. This is going to go for $6. I'm going to tell you right now. These are pretty thick books. Each one is normally selling at $7. So you get them all for $6. Spider-Man number 2, End of the Spider-Verse. That's $2. I have these Iceman books, Iceman 2, 3, 7, and 8. That's going to go for $8. Lady Hell, issue 2 and issue 3. We'll do them both at $4. Alice Ever After, number 1 from Boom. It's $2. Wonder Woman 792. We got a Jordi Belair variant. That's going to go for $2. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 2. We got a variant here going for $2. Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor number 1 is $2. Evangeline Prophet number 1 from X-Men Press is $2. Killing Red Sonja number 1 and number 4. It's going to go for $4. Yeah, I will have Warline at Heroes Con for sure. So I'll give you the pitch for Warline right now. Give me 1 second. So we got Warline coming back to Kickstarter next week. So next week on Friday, which is actually my birthday, is when we'll be launching the Warline 3 campaign. And that campaign is specifically designed to finance the 3rd cover or the 3rd issue printing. So these are the A covers of issues 1 and 2. We're going to Kickstarter to finance the issue 3 A cover. So, and we're going to do a mass print on that. So Warline is my newest series. I recently completed it. It's about an old vigilante and his daughter going after the tyrant that destroyed their lives and now controls their city. And it's a 3-issue miniseries, and each book is 48 pages in length. If you go to my website, you're going to pay cover price on these books, but if you're shopping with me here and now, I'm going to offer you the same deal that I offer at conventions. Usually I sell issues 1 and 2 together at $20. I'm going to do them both right now for just $10, so you get 2 for $10, and I'll sign them for you on the air as well. If you want to wait until the convention, I'll be there. I'm not sure if I'll have those issue 3 covers. There's a very good chance I might, especially by Heroes Con, because we're printing it we're going to be printing out of Canada as opposed to China. So Matt Harding is jumping on the Warline deal. Sweet. 2 for $10. And the cool thing about the Kickstarter is the Kickstarter is going to give you guys an opportunity to get variant covers by the artists who did variant covers for previous books. And so we're doing a deal with that where you can only get those variant covers on the Kickstarter. So that's kind of our big incentive there. And then I'm thinking about what our stretch goals are going to be. And just to kind of throw it out there right now, I'm thinking about getting custom made boards, you know, like when you get boards on comics, I'm going to get custom made Warline boards. So I'm looking into that right now because it shouldn't be very expensive to produce them, but it's just a little something extra for you guys if we can hit our goals. So hang on, let me just get a marker to sign Matt's books here. And this is the beauty of shopping with me on the air right now. It's like being at a Comic-Con, only you don't have to actually pay to be at the Comic-Con. You can shop with me online for free. And if you buy anything that I created, I will be happy to sign your books for you on the air. And there you go. So here's Matt's signed copy of Warline 1 and Warline 2. And James also wants a Warline 1 and 2. Thank you, James. Hang on. I will get it for you. Where is my frickin' thing? Idiots! Oh, there it is. Settle down, man. Settle down. So, Matt, how's it going over at Onrie Press? Are you still working with Torma? I love Mike Torma. He's awesome. He's a sweetheart. Okay, James, I got you Warlines right here. And I'm going to provide you all with the link for the Warline campaign, just so you guys know. Supposed to get an answer within a few days if our project gets accepted or not. It should go through. I don't see why it won't, but you never know. All right, here is the link. Yeah, I can imagine. How's everything going with the distribution stuff? How's that affecting what you guys are doing right now? Because I know that with Diamond's bankruptcy and everything, that's got to be hard for every independent publisher right now. James, here are your Warline books. I'm going to sign them for you. If you guys can take a second, hit that link, hit the pre-launch page, just to be notified for when we go live. That would be great. Okie dokie. So far we're at 52. We were at like 24 yesterday, and now we got up to 52, which really makes me happy. I really appreciate that. And tonight, actually, that's another thing I got to work on tonight. Is the Warline campaign video. So I have a trailer for Warline 3. I don't know if I showed it to you guys yet, but or I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen it, but I'll air it real quick. Here it is. It's only a minute long.
From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. From every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent to the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the lightning in the sky of a demon in my view.
So basically, if I just put that up as my Kickstarter video, I think that would confuse a lot of people. So I have to make another video today to like kind of bridge everything together and make it for Kickstarter specifically. But, you know, even if you haven't read the first 2 issues, you're not going to really understand that trailer. Maybe you'll understand some aspects of it, but maybe it'll entice you to want to read the book more. So Matt, just message me on Facebook, send me your email, and I will email you an invoice by the end of the week. And once you pay that invoice, I will ship your books for you. One other thing I want to mention, too, that if you buy any of my stuff on here, I will bag and board it for you, too. And I will hook you up with a free bookmark as well. Thank you, Neighborhood Merc. I appreciate that. And thank you, Lorena. Oh, come on. Chris Nash, that's not fair. You just want to move forward. That's all he cares about is just moving forward. He doesn't care about the here and now at all. All right, I have some Catwoman books, Catwoman 51. And then I have number 53 and 54 and number 16. All right, so if you want some Catwoman books, it can go for $8. All right, and it is FOMO time. It's long past FOMO time. Let's show you guys the FOMO books. You guys ready for this?
It's FOMO time! Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. The good Flash!
Oh my God, like, shut up already.
Hi, we're back. I have Roberto. I actually think I want Spawn to explain to Finn Jones and Ezra Miller what a superhero should act like. What just happened? It is a promo for these FOMO books here, and FOMO obviously stands for fear of missing out, and you don't want to miss out on these awesome books here. So here we go. We got Uncanny X-Men 199. I accidentally showcased this yesterday. This was supposed to be the FOMO book from yesterday, and instead it swapped out with the Iron Man that James claimed earlier. So either way, it's an extra FOMO book. This is the first appearance of Binary, and I had it priced at 10. I'm knocking it down to 5. So this is Uncanny X-Men 199. It is very fine direct edition copy going for $5. I have dropped the price. I have Popeye Classic Comics here. This is a 1 in 10 Joe Was Maze variant. It was priced originally at $50. Let's actually look this up real quick, okay? When I priced this out, the market was fairly inflated. And at this point, if it hasn't sold, it's not doing any of us any good. I've had this book for a number of years now. So it's better that we find a home for it than me stay with it. All right. Phil claims Popeye. But let's get a price on Popeye before we do it, okay? So hang on a second. Popeye Classic Comics 1 in 10. It's a 1 in 10 ratio variant. Maze. Okay. Why am I not seeing it here? Okay, this is I see one price for 35, another one's 50. Yeah, this book's pretty pricey. So I'll tell you what, I'll match the $35. So Phil, you have the first right of refusal because I didn't put a price tag on that. So let me know who, and if you don't want it, then all right. James, do you want the Popeye? It's 35. I'm bringing it down from 50. Let me know. I have Ravage 20. It's an expensive book. I know, but you guys can look it up. All right. He's taking the Popeye at 35. Awesome. Sweet. That book has found a home. Thank you very much. Ravage 2099 number 1 is going to go for just $3. Make it easy. Hardware number 1. Sealed in the poly bag. DC Milestone Universe. This is going to go for $5. Ghost Rider 2099 number 1 is going to go for $5. Spawn number 26. This is where Spawn fights the Ku Klux Klan. This is going to go for $5. Phil claims hardware. That's awesome. Yeah, Phil and James are at war with each other, but you guys are very gentlemanly about it. I have Guy Gardner number 1 going for $5. $5 on Guy Gardner 1. We got a freaking hot room right now, guys. This is awesome. And then finally, I have a very special item here. Amazing Spider-Man 359. First cameo appearance of Carnage. And guess what? It's signed by Mark Bagley right over here. If you want this book, I'm going to do it for $50 today. This one is $50. He lies about his age to seem young. I know it's an expensive book, but I was digging through my private Spider-Man box, and that was there. And I'll tell you what, I'll take a best offer on that Spider-Man. Forever young. Forever young. All right. That is everything. All right, I showed all the $2 comics. I'm going to take them down. We're now into the second hour of the show, and I am going to do dollar books for the rest of the show. So let's take this down. This is a great opportunity for you guys to stock up right now because I need to unload my inventory. I need to blow my load of inventory. That's not funny, Onrie. Shut up. It's totally inappropriate. You're not supposed to be making those kind of jokes. Your mom's not supposed to be making those kind of jokes. All right, hang on. You guys ready for this? Aside from the 5 FOMO books that are left, every book that I'm going to be showcasing for the next hour are all going to be dollar books. All right. Are you ready? It's a bit early for that kind of joke. Just like it's a bit early for a drink. All right. I have Avengers 330. 332. We got Dr. Doom in there. 334. And 335. And 336. All going for $1 a pop. You want all these Avengers books? It's just $5 for these Avengers. $1 books. And you can also pick apart my stack. I don't care. Punisher 57, $1. Iron Man 258.2, $1. Ray and the Future Force number 10, $1. Avengers is off to David Moore. Let's do it with these dollar books, guys. Need to clear this stuff out of here. And just wait until Friday's show. I'm going to tell you all about Friday's show at the end of the hour here. Scout's Honor number 2 from Aftershock is going to go for $1. Spider-Gwen number 10 is going to go for $1. That's a steal right there. Star Trek Discovery number 4, cover B, $1. Okay. Punisher is off to Mike. West Coast Avengers 101, $1. Superman Man of Steel number 94 is $1. Crossed number 77. This is part of Badlands. It's going to go for $1. Okay, Star Trek. World's Finest number 14, 15, 17, 18. If you grab all 4 of these, it is $4. Superman has been claimed by Mike. Vampirella versus the Superpowers number 2 is $1. Lady Pendragon number 0 is $1. World's Finest goes out to David Moore. Wonder Woman or Worlds at War number 1 is $1. Iron Man 258.2 is off to Roberto. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 129, $1. Monstrous number 52 is $1. West Coast Avengers off to Mike. Vampirella off to Chris Nish. Kazar number 4, $1. Spider-Man's Tangled. Oh, I got Spider-Man's Tangled Web set here. This is badass. All right, check this out. Spider-Man's Tangled Web number 13, number 16, number 17, number 18, and number 20. If you grab all of these Tangled Web books, it is $5. $5. I have the Books of Fairy number 2 and number 3. That's going to go for $2. JSA number 23 is $1. Korg 70,000 BC number 6 from Charlton Comics is $1. Tor number 6 is $1. Superman number 10 by John Byrne and Carl Kessel, $1. Wildcats number 10 and number 11, that's $2. Superboy number 50 is $1. Fantastic Four Antithesis number 4 by Neil Adams is $1. Mike claims Superman. Dave Moore claims JSA. Blinded by the light. Yes, you can claim a Spawn drawing. I have to make a Spawn drawing. I should start doing that. What do you guys think? I'll make little cards, and if you guys get it on the spin, I'll add some words of wisdom on there. I'll come up with some stuff. I will hook you up with a Spawn drawing. Superman Confidential number 1, number 2, and number 3 by Darwin Cook and Tim Sale. $3 on this stack right here. That is a steal. Okay, Superman Confidentials off the film. JLA Hitman number 1 is $1. DC Comics 1 million, $1. Batman Superman number 7, 9, 13, 17, 19, 50, 63. Get you this stack cost in just a second here. $2, 4, 6, 7. $7 on those Batman Supermans. Books of Fairy number 3 of 3 is $1. So we got the Books of Fairy. You can get all those at $3. So I started watching Ted Lasso. Has anybody else seen Ted Lasso? Anybody have any opinions on it? It's actually making me kind of sad how this guy is just so positive when everyone around him is such a butthole. It's just like, wow, when's he going to crack? Or when is he going to crack, you know? It's a really good show. And the way he promotes positivity, it's like he's like helping these people like build their confidence, and like he's just being so kind even though his own life sucks. It's like I just really want to hug the guy and be like, you're just so great. It really is. It's a good show. I am liking it. Ultimate X-Men 13. It's going for $1. It really pulls at your heartstrings. It really, really does. Like, it's not really a funny show to me. There's no parts in it that I'm like laughing at. I'm just like seeing the power of this guy's positivity and how he always decides to focus on people's strengths as opposed to their weaknesses, even if they are just absolute, even if their behavior is appalling. It's like he still chooses to see the best in people. I really love that. It's a really wonderful quality that I don't have. All right, I have Weapon X. What's up, Rudy? How you doing, dude? It was great seeing you at C2E2, by the way, and meeting your wonderful girlfriend. I hope you guys had a wonderful time at the show. I have Weapon X number 1 and number 4. This is part of a 4-part series. This is going to go for just $2. Radiant Black number 12 is going to go for $1. Teen Titans, I got a whole bunch of Teen Titans here. Teen Titans number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 9, and number 10. Am I missing number 8? Yeah, I'm missing number 8. Okay, so I got 2, 4, 6, 8. I got 8 Teen Titans books going for $8. We're doing $1 comics right now. $1 books. And you can pick apart that lot too. I don't care. Royals Masters of War number 3 of 6, $1. X-Men number 10 is $1. Star Trek Discovery number 2 is $1. I have Batman the Dark Knight number 5. I actually have 2 copies of this going for $1 or 2 if you want them both. And the Nth Man the Ultimate Ninja number 1, 2, and 3. That's $3 on those. You're blinded by the light. Okay. Both Soups and Teen Titans. Wait, was that Bat Soups? Okay. So that's 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. That is 15, Marina, on all those. Okay. 7, 8. 7 and 8. And X-Men and Star Trek. Fantastic Four, Marvel Snapshots. Number 1, going for $1. Got some Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Number 9, number 12, and number 13, going for $3. Star Trek Resurgence, number 3 is $1. $1 makes me holla. I like that. It makes you holla, boo! Boo! All right, Star Trek. Mighty Thor 452 and 455. That's just $2 on those. Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings number 1 is $1. Miss Marvel and Wolverine number 1. We got a variant cover here going for $1. Darth Vader 41 is $1. The X-Files number 10 is $1. Iron Man Rapture number 204 is $1. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi! And Marvel Wolverine. Back. Yahoo! You guys remember those Yahoo commercials? Now Yahoo doesn't exist anymore. It's been destroyed. Spider-Man number 11, $1. Alpha Flight number 10 is $1. By the way, I've been reading the new comics that came out this week. I have some reviews already for you guys. Latest issue of Batman, 159, was actually pretty good. There's an interesting dynamic there. The first issue, which I wasn't a big fan of, was actually a really good setup. And it was the setup, and it pays off in the second issue. And Jim Lee's artwork really shines in this one. It doesn't feel rushed now. It feels like he's found the groove. I'm happy with it. I'm interested and curious to see what they're going to do. And the other thing, too, is it's hard to come off of a run that I really enjoyed, like Chip Zdarsky's Batman, which was just really involved and, was progressing a Batman narrative really well. And then to change to, Hush, this is a different Batman, and this is a different timeline. It's a different everything. And it's hard to kind of reset and recalibrate. But now that I'm reset and recalibrated, it's actually pretty good. I like it. So Batman 159 was really good. But my pick of the week so far, out of the 3 new comics that I've read, I've still got like another 7 or 8 comics I got to read through. Spider-Man Predator versus Spider-Man. That was a surprise hit of the week. If you guys haven't had a chance to go out and get that yet, or if you want me to pick it up for you, I actually got to pick up some other books today. Let me know, and I'm happy to get you an A cover off the racks. It is really freaking good. And it's good because it's not the Peter Parker that you see in the comics. This is a very different Peter Parker. And it's a very different Spider-Man in a different universe. And it's Predator. And it's got a very good setup at the end of the first issue. Out of all the Predator mashups that we've seen so far, the Wolverine and Predator and Black Panther and Predator, Spider-Man and Predator had the strongest first issue. And you would think, why? I'm telling you, just got to read it. It's really good. Honor number 1 is going to go for $1. Korak, Son of Tarzan, number 50 is $1. The Goon, number 4 is $1. Detective Comics 1037 is $1. Gappo the Clown Christmas Special is $1. Iron Patriot number 4 is $1. X Factor Annual number 5, $1. Doom Patrol 65 is $1. Tarzan of the Apes 257 is $1. Gappo gets claimed. Get Gappo out the heck out of here. $1. Dark Stars number 24 is $1. Infinity Man and the Forever People number 1 is $1. Uncanny X-Men 403 is $1. Batman Secret Files Huntress number 1 is $1. Infinity Man and the Forever People number 1 is $1. Gotta clear off some of these books here. Our FOMO books. FOMO books go down. Down, down, down. All right, I have Amazing Spider-Man 359 signed by Mark Bagley. That's 50 or best offer. Ravage 2099 number 1 is $3. Guy Gardner number 1, $5. Ghost Rider 2099 number 1 is $5. Spawn number 26, $5 on that. Even have room for all these. You guys have claimed so many books here. We're having a killer show this afternoon. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I do have an announcement I want to make for you guys. I am going to be returning to CBSN very soon. We're working on a transition right now for me to get back on there. The reason why I've been off of CBSN for the last year is because I can't go live on Facebook using StreamYard through Facebook groups anymore. So this has been kind of like an industry-wide thing. And Kyle, my producer at the Experience, he has found a way around it, kind of, sort of. But it's essential for me to be able to play my intro and to do all the things that I normally do. So we're working on a solution to that right now. I actually just need to sit down with them and have some training, and then I'll be back on CBSN broadcasting with you guys. So we might do a test show next week, just to kind of see where we're at with things, and we'll go from there. But after that, I'm going to be coming back to CBSN, and I'm really excited about that, the Comic Book Shopping Network. So be on the lookout. I have Iron Man number 4. This is part of Chris Cantwell's run. Chris Cantwell is one of the writers on *Halt and Catch Fire*. This is going to go for $1. It's actually a show I should watch after this. Tarzan Lord of the Jungle number 26 is $1. Tarzan 28 and the number 3 annual, get them all for $3. Power Man and Iron Fist number 10 is $1. Plastic Man and the Freedom Force number 202 is $1. Robo Hunter number 3 is $1. Okie dokie. We got a double rack here. Some really cool, awesome, amazing stuff here. And I'm going to do this double rack right now for just $25. If you want all the books on the double rack, it is $25. $25 for everything on the double rack. Got to add something to that corner there. James Bond Jr. number 1, going for a $3. Not $8, $3. That's a lower rack book. First appearance of the character. Wanted for $3. And if anybody wants the double rack, it is $25. James Bond Jr. off to Phil. Sweet. Razor and She special number 1. That's going to go for $3. I'll actually do it for $2. The hell with it. $2. It's yours. All right. Do I have any takers on the double rack right now? Everything is going for $1. Or if you guys want the whole thing, it is $25. And this is going to be a going once, going twice thing. And then I'm going to take all these books down. Any takers on the double rack at $25? At $135, I'm going to take all these books down. Last chance here. That's cool. Okie dokie. You know what you missed out on? Ultimate X-Men 13, which is the first appearance of Ultimate Gambit. And Superboy 50. And those Spider-Man tangled webs. We could have had all of this stuff for $25. That would have been 30 cents a book. The Goon, the Darth Vader, all that stuff. Yes. This is true, Phil. All right. I'm going to show off our FOMO books again. We have Amazing Spider-Man 359. First cameo of Carnage, signed by Mark Bagley, going for $50. Ravage 2099, number 1 is $3. Did you guys know that Ravage 2099 is the last character that Stan created for Marvel? Well, now you do, idiot! All right, there we go. Let's keep going. I have Guy Gardner, number 1, going for $5. Ghost Rider 2099, number 1, going for $5. Spawn 26 is going to go for $5. This is where Spawn fights the Ku Klux Klan. It's a great issue. He actually takes one of the Ku Klux Klan members and turns him black, and then his brother would hang him. I have the Sword of Hyperborea, number 3, going for $1. Feeder, number 1, cover C, going for $1. King Thor, number 4, $1. Superman, Man of Steel, 23 and 24. That's $2 on those. What was number 30? Was it 30? No, it was 26. It was the start of the run. So it's a multi-issue run. It doesn't happen all in one issue. So I think 30 was, 28 is Capullo's first issue. Hang on a second. Let's verify that. Yep. Actually, I think you're right. I think it might be 29. Which one is 30? Yeah, 30. Never mind. You're right. I'm shutting up. Yeah, that was a one shot. You're right. Sorry. Louis, you put me in my place. You're 100% right. Thank you for clarifying that, though. Honestly, I appreciate it. So, no clan in Spawn 26. But I think it is the last issue that McFarlane drew of Spawn. Because as of, or actually, no, second to last. Is it? Okay. Greg Capullo and Todd McFarlane did the art together on this one. And there's no Ku Klux Klan in this at all. Womp, womp. If you wanted racist people, they're not in this book. There's no racism in this book. Sorry. This book has the NKKK in it. It's the no Ku Klux Klan. Ku Klux Klan? You know where else the Ku Klux Klan didn't show up? Ravage 2099, number 1, going for $3. Just letting you guys know. Warlord number 1 is going to go for $1. Suicide Squad number 32 is $1. It's Un-American with the K. No, Phil, absolutely not. It can either stand for the end can either stand for nice or no. Or if you're blind, it could be the not C KKK. Terrible. Absolutely awful. Wolverine Origins number 12, number 14, and number 15. That's going to go for $3. Ultimatum number 5, $1. New Mutants number 2, $1. Midnighter and Apollo number 6 is $1. I should demand the K. It's the Krusty Comedy Classic. The Fallen number 1, it's a Civil War 2 tie-in. We got Jack Kirby on the cover going for $1. Quicksilver number 10 is $1. Batman Eternal number 44 and number 45, that's going to go for $2. I have World Without End number 2 of 6 going for $1. Fantastic Four Negative Zone number 1 going for $1. Green Lantern number 37. Sorry, we're starting with 33, 34, 35, and 37. That's going to go for $4. 4 on all those. Blinded by the light. Dollhouse number 6 is going to go for $1. Female Furies number 3 is $1. Captain Marvel number 7 and number 10, that is $2. Batman 439 Year 3, $1. Car Warriors number 2 is $1. The Visitor number 1 is $1. Fallen Angels number 4 is $1. Angel and Spike number 10 is $1. I have some Badger books here. The Badger number 23, 24, 26, and 29. That's going to go for $4. $4 on these. Lovecraft Unknown Kadath number 7 is $1. Extraordinary X-Men number 4 is $1. Jasmine Crown of Kings number 2 is $1. American Gods number 3 is $1. Bionic Man number 13 is $1. Legion 91 number 28 and 55, that's $2. Okay, we're in the last 15 minutes of the show here. Lots of action today on today's show, which is great. 15 minutes left to take advantage of our dollar deals. Okay. I have Venom True Believers number 1 going for $1. Bizarro number 6 is $1. Blood Rain Tokyo Rogue number 2 is $1. The Extremist number 1 of 4 is $1. Why the Last Man number 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. If you decide you get all these Why the Last Man books, it is going to go for $5 on those. Why the Last Man's. Venom is claimed by Phil. Phil, I found James Bond Jr. number 2. I'll do it for $1. Do you want it? Get the second issue as well. Let's see if I can dig it up here. There it is. Awesome. Cemetery Beach 2 of 7 going for $1. Grant Morrison's Avatar X number 1 going for $1. Green Arrow number 27 and 28. That is $2. Hell Cop number 1 is $1. Batman 431, 433, and 511 is going to go for $3. The Amazing Spider-Man price is going to go for $50. It is signed by Mark Bagley. Signed by Mark Bagley. It's going to go for $50, James. Oh, God, gets claimed. But I'll take the best offer on it, too. I want to move it. Batman 634 is $1. Prime Slime Tales number 3 is $1. Infinity Inc. number 6 is $1. Take our FOMO books down so if there's more room. Meet me in the middle at 35. 35. We got a deal? 35, we got a deal. Batman 511's off to Mike. Sweet. Okay, I got 4 FOMO books left. Ravage 2099, Spawn 26, Guy Gardner, Ghost Rider 2099 number 1. Each book was going for $5 except for the Ravage, so that would have been $18. Tell you what, if you guys give me, let's say, $12 right now. That brings the price of each book down to $3 a pop. I will do all of these at $12, but you have to grab the entire set, all 3 for $12. It's a way to get rid of all of these FOMO books. Incorruptible number 8, number 9, number 11, and number 14, and number 17. That's going to go for $5. This is a really cool series from Boom. Amazing Heroes number 42 is $1. Pretty Violent number 10 is $1. Man Without Fear number 5 is $1. The Superior Spider-Man number 11 and number 12, that's going to go for $2. Kids number 6 is $1. Dragon New Age number 3 of 3 is $1. It's a Power Rangers book. Doom Patrol number 18 is $1. Lucifer 13 is $1. JSA number 4, 5, 6 is $3. And League of Extraordinary Gentlemen number 5 is $1. What's Alan Quartermain and Mina Harker doing over here? They're doing a little bit of this. They're wrestling. They're doing stand-up wrestling. They're breakdance fighting. The Sideways Shuffle. The Hunka Junka. All right, we got about 8 minutes left, about 6 minutes left of showcasing comics. We made another double rack. I'll do it at 25 for anybody who wants it. And as we clear off the board here, I'm going to go over the bottom stuff one more time. Lots of you guys get spins today, which is fantastic. And I want to thank everybody who showed up today. You guys are awesome. You are my lifeblood, especially for the next month if I can't get into any of these conventions. So I'm depending on you. And you could depend on me to get you guys some really cool stuff here. I'll make sure you guys are full of awesome comics. I will show you right now, Phil. We'll start with these. I have Dead Man by Andrew Helfer and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. It's a 4-part series. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to go for just $12 if you want it. I have Judge Dredd, The Early Cases. There's number 1. Okay, there we go. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. That's going to go for $15. Okay, taking the Dead Mans are off to you. I have Superman, World of New Krypton, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. If you decide to get all of these books here, it is going to go for $20, $2 a pop. But it's the first 10 straight issues of that run. And let me know about those. Here. We'll put our FOMO books on the bottom row here. Ravage 2099 number 1, $3. Spawn 26, $5. Guy Gardner number 1 is $5. Ghost Rider 2099 number 1, $5. If you decide to get them all, it's normally $18. I'll do it all for $12. Okay, let's go over the bottom row one more time. I have Fantastic Four 234 going for $5. DC Comics Millennium Edition, World's Finest 71, $5. Ultraman number 1, $5. Spawn 15, first medieval Spawn is $5. New Mutants 100, first appearance of X-Force, $5. Evangeline and Glory. We got an acetate cover here. Foil acetate, $5 on that. Batman, Judge Dredd, Judgment on Gotham, $5 on this. Punisher, Captain America, Blood and Glory. We got a cool embossed cover here going for $5. Spider-Man Unlimited #1. First appearance of Hulk, $20.99. That's $5. Amazon #1 from Amalgam Comics. That's $3. Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts, #32 is $2. Batman Spawn is going to go for $15. This is War Devil. Daredevil 310 is going to go for $5. Razor and She Special #1 is going to go for $2. Okay, which Batman are we looking at here? Okay. Well, $20.99. It's off 2 jeans. Boom. Phil, which Batman did you claim? The Batman Judge Dredd? I think you have the Batman Judge Dredd already. I remember you picked that up before. But if you want it again, I got you again. Let me know. In about a minute here, we're going to do the wheel spins. Oh, the other one? Let's see which other one was there. Batman Spawn? That's the only other Batman I see here. Or the World's Finest. There's this one going for $5, and then this one's $15. You wanted this one? There's the World's Finest. And then the only other Batman I had up here was the Batman Spawn. This one's $15. 5 and 15. So you wanted that one, World's Finest. Gotcha. I figured that's what you wanted. All right. Okay. So I got spins for Phil, James. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Lorena gets a spin. So 3 spins today. Lorena, James, and Phil. You guys ready? Let's do this.
It's time to spin the wheel of Skidball.
All right, Lorena's taking the new Krypton. Gotcha, Lorena. All right, we're going to do a spin for James. Phil, let me know how you want to spin. All right, Lorena gets a free Marvel book. She is getting Fallen Angels. Congrats. James. Is getting a free Marvel as well. I'm going to hook you up with Man Without Fear, #5. And Phil, let me know counterclockwise. All right, gotcha. You get a free DC book. I'm going to hook you up with Batman 439 because you're awesome, and I really appreciate you. All right, guys. I want to thank you all for being here today. I will be back on Friday, so tomorrow I'm taking off. On Friday, I'm coming back, and we're doing 50-cent books now. So we moved through a lot of dollar books today. On Friday, we're going to be doing 50 cents, and we're just going to be doing 50-cent books. There's not going to be any $2 books. Every book that is going to be on this rack here is going to be 50 cents a pop. We are going to replenish the bottom board here But other than that, we are doing 50-cent books for the entire show to close out the week. I hope to see you there. The link that I had on the newsletter is incorrect for Friday's show. So just be sure that you're following me on the socials. If you're following me on YouTube, you'll be notified. We go live at the same time we did today, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.